Hello and welcome to Operation Paper Drip. It has been a big week in political interviews, from Tucker Carlson interviewing Putin about the history of Europe to Joe Biden confusing presidents and wanting to build a wall in Egypt. I'm Nick McQuick. Joining me as always on the show, Uncle Hack. So what were your takeaways from Tucker Carlson, Putin, and Joe Biden screaming about Egypt?
Ooh, the Putin interview is fun because it was just like him going through the history, and then there was that moment where he looked at Tucker Carlson and just like kind of pee-pee slapped him and be like, "Hey, remember when you didn't get in the CIA?"
He's like, "I was in the KGB."
Hey,
just so you know, what
remember that three-letter organization that you tried to get in, but you didn't get accepted? But I think that's horse because I think the CIA is deeply involved with, all the media inside the...
Probably not with that interview.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a wild card, I think, right now, is because you can't tell on whether or not, is he a part of it or is he not? Is this just another puppet being pulled over here?
I mean, he's come a long way from interviewing crack-smoking guys that said they sucked off Obama in Miami.
He has to grab the gear. Kevin Spacey, Putin,
the sky's the limit.
Yeah, and he comes up here, upsets Canadians because he gave a speech in Calgary and Edmonton with Daniel Smith. The guy's on fire right now, so I'll give him his praise.
Yeah, it was weird to see a leader interviewed in a way where he's so clearly laying out things, and there's a clarity of speech, and he would start a sentence knowing how it was going to end. And then we look at Joe Brandon over there.
Dark Brandon.
Yeah, just mumbling about Egypt. He thought he was talking about the border wall in Mexico, but he was talking about the Egyptian president. So, sometimes you get a mix up.
Hey, when you're that old and you have a track record of being racist, it is hard to decipher brown people from one another. Alzheimer's settles in, maybe your cataracts are acting up, and you gotta. He always has that real deathly squint to him.
Oh yeah, Clint Eastwood glare.
Yeah, and the only excitement we ever see out of him is when chocolate chip mint ice cream is being presented.
I think he'd be good with subtitles if he's just talking about smelling a girl's hair, and it's taxes. We're gonna be cutting those.
Yeah, we're gonna be. The Dove soap smells better on a 3-year-old than.
He just had, I believe it was a medical exam, or no, it was an interview. He was asked questions about some secret documents that he had, and he still had possession of, that he was supposed to surrender back when he was vice president. And the guy did the interview and was like, "Yeah, there's no security risk here, but just so you know, this guy doesn't really know he's president." He couldn't remember anything.
No, and quite honestly, if you're gonna have a president that you should fear, it shouldn't be Trump. It should be a guy like that has the football to the nuclear codes that cannot. The only saving grace is he can't remember that he has it. He could really fire off World War III like no other, but just the sole fact that he can't figure out how to access it and really pop this off, I think is our only saving grace.
Yeah, it really feels like a vulnerable time when you got your senior citizen forgetting his locker combination fight back from World War, eh? I don't know. I think Putin, he remembered everything, laid it out so clearly, and then fucking Joe Biden doesn't even know what his job is.
It certainly doesn't help his perception and how people perceive him on right-leaning platforms, because now you're looking at somebody who is in a communist country and you're like, well, that guy seems sharp. What's going on over there? And now all the footage of Moscow and how clean the city is. And it's well, yeah, when you rule a country like that, that's how it ends up. But then you're under complete control all the time. You think it's bad here. Go over there and make fun of the president.
Yeah, we wouldn't know anything about that in Canada, but it will be like that soon.
Yeah. Well, ours is just our prime minister is just like a cuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're like communist light.
Yeah. It's a weak form of it, and they're like, well, you know what? We'll just take your news away. And it's like, well, oh no, we don't get it on Facebook and Google. I can just directly go to the website and read what I want. Wow, well done.
Yeah, great job.
You got me.
They censored stupid people.
Yeah. Oh no, we can't share articles on Facebook with lunatics anymore. What a shame.
Yeah, I know. They got to come here to find that sort of stuff. And
Yeah,
while
that's
they're
right.
here, they got to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.
Yes. Do that, please.
Yes. Thanks for watching, and go politics.
Remember to be on the right side of history.
The alt-right side of history.